Welcome back to the Lake Charles Experience, and today we are once again in beautiful downtown Lake Charles, and we're going to visit a local treasure, Cotten's, where they're known for their warm southern hospitality, great service, and mouth-watering burgers. Today, we're going to meet with the owner, Kate, hear a little bit more about her, the story of the restaurant, and how it's become a part of Lake Charles and its history. Let's check it out. Kate, how are you?
Hey, Tyler, how are you?
Great. It's nice to finally be here, get to meet with you.
Good to see you.
So, just jump right into this if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
So, to many of us here in Lake Charles, Cotten's is more than just a place to come and get a burger and some french fries and a tea at lunch. It's something that we look forward to. It's almost like a treasure gem hidden thing inside the city that if you know about it, you know about it, but everyone should know about it.
I appreciate that.
Of course. If you were to describe the history of Cotten's and what got it to where it is today, how would you do that?
Okay, so my father opened the first Cotten's in 1982. And prior to that, he worked for this Greek family at the Colonial Inn. That's where he learned to make burgers, and he decided he was going to do it on his own. And when he first started, I was a small child, but I remember we'd stop at Mary Ann's on the way to work. And he would visit with the owner, George, at the time, who was related to the owners of Colonial Inn. Okay, and they'd talk shop, and his business was across town, so it was no competition, you know? And that's where I fell in love with it. He was open for about 20 years before I worked with him, and sat out for a minute and going into 10 years of my own.
So I know y'all have another location. What got you to this location downtown?
Well, again, my dad would bring me here as a small child, and I fell in love with just the ambiance, the layout, the old diner style. I like cooking, but I like being able to interact with my customers. So having a counter with the grill this close, and I know that owning a restaurant is a huge responsibility, a huge undertaking, and I always said if I ever did it, I'd only do it here.
You said you love cooking. You're obviously good at it. I see something interesting over there. Is that the donut burger that we're making today?
That's the beginnings of the donut burger, yeah. Those are the donuts that we use.
I've had the donut burger. It is amazing. Do you mind if we come around and watch you do your magic?
Come on. So we're gonna make a few different burgers today. I'll make you some donut burgers.
Okay, I'm excited for that one.
Have that one again, and I'll let you try our pepper jelly burger and just an old-fashioned egg burger, which is a crowd favorite.
That sounds great. It's exciting to get to see the magic happen up close.
All our patties are hand-pressed. I think that really gives it a different flavor.
It gives it that homemade flavor, I guess, in a weird way. I know it doesn't change the flavor, but it does.
Your biscuits taste better when they look a little irregular?
Yep.
Yeah.
Raspberry, blue raspberry. So kind of while all this is going, we were talking earlier about the community of Lake Charles as a whole. How has that community kind of made it able to do what you do?
I can really only speak to downtown because I live and work here, and so, even on my off time, I don't travel too far south, but it's been wonderful. All of my business neighbors have been accommodating. I think everybody works really well together. We borrow supplies from each other when we run short, and there's always an ear to listen if you have a complaint.
Well, I feel like the business owners here are a community in their own self. You have your citizens, your people, and then you have the people who also own business, and they all understand the same struggles of the location, the community, the this, the that, like you said, the struggles.
And downtown brings its own unique struggles, but man, it's come so far, and all, in a positive direction.
I love the old-time, homey feel, like we said. It's just everything about this just feels homemade, from the building to the burgers.
The first thing we put up was the old Mary Ann's sign.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a subtle homage.
Had to pay homage to, they were the oldest restaurant in Lake Charles.
Really, just kind of carrying on that legacy of being that place to come get something.
Yeah, and it was a hard decision to change the name, and so imagine. But we wanted to do it with respect and keep the bar stools, keep the same counter,
Yes. Kind of do what you can, but make it your own thing as well.
Right.
So everything's on the grill. Is there anything special that you can share with us that you do besides just be here and cook it yourself?
I really think that cooking it myself and having long-term staff, you know, that makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Getting consistency in a business like this it's really hard, and that's why you get the bigger chains that are serving things that are cooked elsewhere and just warmed up.
Yeah, shipped
because
in.
to get everyone to cook everything the same way, you know, it can be a challenge. And that's why we have limited hours, because we can ensure quality. And, you know, to me, that's more important.
I believe so as well.
I'd rather, you know, miss your business this time because we were closed than to miss it forever because we put out something that I don't believe in.
100%.
You know?
I like that, just being willing to almost sacrifice not being open to ensure that it's to your standard.
It is, and it's the only way I've figured out how to do it. My dad's the same way. His business, you know, he's only open when he's there.
Yeah. And that's a smart way. I feel like you're not shopping the business, you're shopping the people who run it.
Right, right. And there have been times where I've had some really good people and I've been able to leave a little bit more, but you know, it's all part of it.
I feel like every time I come here, it is the same people. It's like you never have to worry about who's going to be at the counter. You know, either you or the same other people are going to be doing your thing, and I know we keep coming back to it. It just makes it feel so cozy. It's definitely a difference from other places where everything's always changing.
I always wanted to have that kind of place where anybody from any walk of life, we have a lot of different people around here, from, you know, attorneys and, you know, people that bankers, whatnot, to a lot of construction workers, mud on their boots, like, but everybody comes in. And
it's that place.
It's small enough we're all sitting together pretty much, you know?
Yeah, you get to know your neighbor.
So, yeah, I think that's what sells it for me.
What is one message to Lake Charles as a whole, or maybe even, like you said, downtown, because that's kind of your niche if you had to say it like that. What is something you would like to share with those other people out there?
I would say that Lake Charles, from what I've seen, we've done a lot of campaigns to support local. There's a big focus on that, and I think that the community has really shown up and keep doing that, you know? We complain, or we have complained in the past about places closing, but nobody really closes because they made too much money or their business was too good. You know, and maybe other ones who choose to stay open when the owner isn't there, you know, have a little grace. Talk to these people before, you know, find out what their response is before you talk about it publicly, because people accept a lot more from McDonald's than they do from me. And I'm fine with that because I know what I'm putting out.
So why do you feel that is?
I don't know, really. I mean, I hope it's because I've set the bar so high for myself that that's what they expect every time.
That's a fair statement.
You know, or maybe because it feels more personal. But, you know, I do think that our community as a whole does a really, really good job with that.
I believe so too.
With supporting each other and supporting local.
Absolutely. For as large as Lake Charles is, it's still so small.
Yes.
All right, so we're plating the burgers, right?
We're gonna get lined up to make a few different burgers.
They smell delicious.
Thank you.
I smelled it from outside when I was walking in.
They say that's our best advertising. It's that old wall fan.
Free advertising is the best advertising.
Absolutely. Follow your nose, right?
So what is the origin of the donut burger?
All right, so when I was getting ready to open the restaurant, I sought advice from an old friend, Jim Serra, former general manager at KPLC, who knew me back from when I was making hamburger commercials when I was 5. And he said, you have to have a donut burger, and so I have a donut burger because he was good at stuff like that.
He wanted a donut burger.
I don't think he's ever ordered a donut burger, but he knew it would be important for me to have one.
He's a smart man.
He's a smart man. You got to listen to the advice of good people. But no, I tried it and I was sold. And we used to do it only at certain times because, you know, donuts go bad.
Of course.
But the best donut shop in town, their donuts are so soft and delicious that they couldn't support a burger. And that actually worked out well, so we used a frozen donut.
That makes sense.
And now we can have the donut burgers at any time. This is just gonna be an old-fashioned cheeseburger, Old fashioned is the grilled onions.
Yes.
That's kind of what we're known for. This one right here is gonna be our pepper jelly burger.
That cream cheese.
That's cream cheese.
Oh.
And we got a bacon egg cheeseburger over here. The pepper jelly burger is very unique. I hadn't been open very long, and there's a lady at the bar, and she was telling me about stuffing her burgers with cream cheese. I said, well, I've been alive almost 40 years. I've never put cream cheese on a burger. Like, I need to try this. And I did, and
Now it's on the menu.
definitely a thing. And my family always did pepper jelly for holidays, so, you know.
Yeah.
And everything's better with crispy bacon
You're right about that.
and onion rings. So that is
That's
the
a
jam
beautiful
good.
burger.
All right. Start you off with a donut burger.
We're gonna save sweet for last.
Okay, we got the bacon egg cheese, the old-fashioned cheeseburger, and the jam good.
Ooh. These all look delicious. So this is the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Sir.
Let's see. I want to hug you from across the counter.
That's what I'm trying to give, yeah. Comfort.
I'm really excited
And I
about
think
this
a
one.
lot of people, they do fancy buns and, you know, things to try to dress up a patty that's just not where it's at.
Necessary.
If, you know, the meat should
Look at
speak for
this.
itself.
I'm just gonna dig in and see how this goes.
That's it. Got napkins if you need.
Oh my. That's amazing.
Yeah. Have you had cream cheese on a burger before?
Not like that.
It's cool, huh?
Not like that. It didn't even sound crazy when you said. I know you said this might sound crazy. I was like, nope, I'm following everything you're saying right now. the onion rings on there is perfect. I like that a lot. And this dessert and a meal. You can't beat that. Let's give that a try. That's so good. It's sweet and savory, obviously. It all just comes together.
It comes with a, I'll swap you out for a bun guarantee too, and no one's ever taken me up on it.
That's an added in itself. But again, I'm not a food critic, but hands down, the best burgers are Lake Charles.
Thank you.
From the service, the environment, the food itself, I don't think you can beat this. This is phenomenal. So we're definitely gonna finish all 3 of these burgers and go home full tonight. Kate, everything's amazing. The time was great. The food is even better.
Thank you so much. It's been great having you.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Have to come back for breakfast next time.
I'm gonna have to come back for breakfast. But for now, we're gonna finish this food. That's gonna do it for this week's episode of the Lake Charles Experience. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to Kate and everyone here at Cotten's for the amazing service and even better food. I highly recommend checking them out. Stay tuned for the next episode. We explore more of what Lake Charles has to offer as we see some food, fun, activities, and just all around things that make Lake Charles so special. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.